Oh no, something happened to my Dexcom G7 sensor last few weeks ago. Let's open up a brand new one and let's see if this is going to work. Howdy everybody, Koreyexpress2 on TikTok and YouTube. Before we begin on my Dexcom G7 sensor, please make sure to follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never know I'm doing on both platforms. If you can do me a solid by liking this video, that'd be fantastic. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh no, something happened to my Dexcom G7 sensor while I was on vacation. Let's open up a brand new box to see if this is going to work. Alright guys, I have a little story to tell you guys here on both platforms, and this is devastating. It's been hectic for 3.5 weeks or more. While I was on my vacation in Dallas, Texas, my sensor, my new sensor that I put on came off of my arm while I was doing my little Fluttershy suit. And I thought my Dexcom reading was reading about 50 and below. Turns out the Dexcom sensor came off of my arm and bleed to death. So I had to wait until I get back at my place to order boxes. But there was a downside of getting the boxes itself for the sensor itself. I've been waiting for 3.5 weeks for the order to get here because CVS has been backed up on the Dexcom G7 sensors, but I still have the receiver. But they told me that it was a back order. And I was devastated because of waiting for the entire 3 weeks. And finally I got some brand new boxes came in. I don't know the next time when I run out of those 3 boxes that I have. I don't know if they're going to have them in stock or I don't have to wait another 3 weeks. But I'm trying to see what the situation is because CVS has a lot of issues with back orders and trying to get everything, to people with Dexcom and stuff. And I was just devastated because I don't know what's going to happen after my 30-day supply because I'm leaving in April. I'm going to San Francisco and hopefully I'll have three boxes with me, while I was on vacation. If they don't have it before April, it's going to be bad because I don't know if I'm going to have my blood sugar readings. I don't know, I have to improvise and stick in my fingers again. Just like last time, because 3 weeks I had to poke my fingers and I was at 200 every time. And it keeps, the reason why I have the Dexcom in the first place, so I don't have to poke my fingers every time and trying to do all the stubborn wounds on my fingers, and I'm trying to prevent that. So that's why I have the Dexcom G7 sensor to bypass that and give me readings every single time for 10 days. I don't know, I heard that they're going to have a 15-day reading pretty soon, but I'm not quite sure yet from Dexcom. I'm still going to find out for you guys if that's possible. If not, I'm just going to continue on with the 10-day supply. And I had to reorder my special patches because I ran out of them too as well during the 3 weeks. I hate this, if I could be able to say that right. I hate this because of there was no sensors was available. So I've been calling around CVS, no luck. So that's why I had to wait forever. But without further ado, I am going to put on this new sensor with the new patch, and hopefully I can be able to get my readings for you guys. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to comment so that way I can help you guys with Dexcom warriors out there too. So I was just, hearing, all this commotion about the 15 days. But yeah, like I said before, I have to do some more research on that. But there's not a guarantee, but they said that you might have 2 boxes instead of 3 boxes per month. But with my insurance, it pays for itself. So at least I have, my Dexcom boxes for 30 days. So hopefully that'll be good. March, it's gonna be a little bit hectic because of the supplies. So hopefully, if they do have a lot in stocks, at least I don't have to worry about having a commotion and trying to see which CVS has the sensor readings. But let's go and put on my arm and then go from there. And of course, I already took a shower, so that way I don't have to worry about going off and going on. But I'm going to show you guys where I put my sensor and then go from there. And I'm happy to be back with the Dexcom and trying to do the sensor too, because I'm happy. I can't wait to get my readings. For those of you who are new to Dexcom G7 Sensor or G7 itself, you will get a box that comes with your order. This is a box here. And I just opened up this box because I'm going to get starting on getting my sensor on this arm. So in the box, you get a pamphlet with the adhesive. I always have an extra one to cover the spot because I like to double patch my stuff every single time. And I always have different patches every time, so you guys will see that. So again, pamphlet with the adhesive too. You also get the lovely sensor, which is coming in this little trigger here. And then on the back of the trigger, you will get the like a code or whatever, and it will, you'll punch it in your app or the receiver. My receiver is charging right now because it died a little bit. So I'm going to try to get it for you guys so you can be able to see it before I stick my sensor on here and go from there. And then next, once you connect, you wait 15 or 20 minutes for your warm-up time on your app, and then you go good from there. Sometimes it goes faster if you keep on using the app and the receiver, and of course it will monitor the Bluetooth. One thing about the sensor itself, you must keep your Bluetooth on at all times. If you turn it off, you at least have to wait until 5 or 10 minutes to have that sensor pair back up to your phone and of course receiver. If you're out of range, like 5 to 10 feet, it will cut off and will tell you wait up to 10 minutes to receive your readings. If the sensor is bad, and it will tell you brief issue, which is the sensor, it might lose or your sensor is faulty. If your sensor is faulty, you can call Dexcom to replace it, one-time courtesy, and then have them shipped to you via shipping, and then whatever ship they cost, they deal with that. Another thing is your adhesive packs, and my other patch that I'm going to be putting on is waterproof, and it's up to 10 days, and then you switch it out. Now Dexcom is probably going to replace that thing with 15 days, but I'm not quite sure. The research has to come in so I can be able to see that. And then one other thing is you have to be careful when you put it on your clothes, because if you put it on your clothes and you kind of hit the sensor, make sure it's on sturdy, otherwise it's going to come off and then you have to start all over again with the new sensor. So that's why I recommend you guys just be careful, or double adhesive so it can be well protected. You can do any adhesive you want. You could do like stickers, whatever. It's fun like that. And then you go from there. One tip I want to give you guys before I get started is I like to put it somewhere around here, or probably somewhere like up here. So that way when the coat try to drags it, it won't come off. I know it's supposed to be strong, but it ain't that much. So my recommendation is put it like right here. So that way, even though your arm is going to be look like it's bulging out, but it's not. It's just the sensor itself. So that's like one tip. So I'm going to grab my receiver, and then I'm going to put this on so you guys will see that for sure. So that way you can, I can get my warm up time get started. All right, I got my receiver for Dexcom. You guys will see that for sure, front and back of it. You can pair up your sensor to this device to an iPhone via Bluetooth, and you have to have the Bluetooth on for all times. And of course, there's one more thing that Dexcom did add on to the app, and of course the receiver part. You can connect your Apple Watch too. It has to be a Series 7 and later watch in order to operate the sensor. And hopefully I could be able to pair this with my watch pretty soon, because it is pretty cool. And if you have not seen me review this watch, please make sure to go to my YouTube, or if you're on my YouTube, you can check out that I did a Apple Watch Series 7. It's pretty cool. Go check that out for yourself. Back to action. I'm going to put on my sensor now, and then we're going to go from there. So that is one tip for me. So now you can be able to directly view your stuff from an Apple Watch, and you can just go to the settings, and then I think you can turn it on if you have an iPhone, because an iPhone can pair with the Apple Watch app, and then it will go from there, and then that'll be it. And that's pretty much like easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's cool. Let's put on the sensor, and then we go from there. And hopefully you guys will see me, with my Dexcom too. And of course, if you have any questions, like I said earlier, please feel free to leave a comment, so that way I can be able to answer your guys' questions and concerns. It's sensor time for Dexcom G7. To open this, you have to twist the cap, so you can see that this is the sensor part. Don't be alarmed. It's not a real needle. I wish it was. Well, it is a real needle, but once you poke yourself, you won't be able to feel it. And then I like to make sure to put the numbers on top and then the trigger on the bottom, because you'll notice that you'll see the Dexcom logo. I think I'm going to put it a little bit higher. Maybe right about here. No. It's really hard to choose an area that you like. And you guys will see the logo itself. And now I'm going to, you have to do this every time. Rub around the little patch for 10 seconds or 10 cycles. And then push for 10 seconds. And I'm sorry if I'm coughing, because I did recover from a cold for a few weeks now. And that's about it. Now we're going to put on the little adhesive sticker that it comes with in the box. I like to double patch it myself. I'll pick up my trash a little later. It's always do that every time. Just like that. You'll get used to putting it on yourself. What I like to do is just rub and then push down on the patch itself, so it can stick to my skin. Just like that. And don't worry if you didn't center it real well. It's fine, because I'm putting my patch over it, so it'll be 10 times more waterproof. And then you take off the green little sticker carefully, and boom. And there you go. That's how it is. And then I'm going to go into my lucky folder, and I just restocked on sensor stickers and whatnot. I love Bluey, so I have to get Bluey because it's pretty awesome. Bluey's awesome. I stocked up on Lilo and Stitch, Bluey, My Little Pony, another thing of Bluey, and then that's about it for now. I'm going to choose Bluey because I love Bluey. I'm going to go with Bingo and Bluey this time. We're going to throw that over. This is a Labrie patch, but it is compatible with the Dexcom G7 Sensor. So you guys will see. The peels on the back of this is center, side, side. So like center, right side, left side, and left side. And once you have that, you stick it on here in the middle and then try to get that going. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. I like to peel the round piece first. Now, it doesn't matter if you twist it this way, but I like to have it shown just a little bit. And then what you do is find your place. Once you stick it on, you cannot take it off for 10 days. It's permanently sticked on, so once you have it on, you cannot take it off. Otherwise, you ruin the glue itself. I like to kind of push it down so you guys can see that boziness a little bit. And then that's about it. Then I like to go to sides, left and right, like I showed you guys earlier. I like to do this so I can be really careful. And you don't have to worry about trying to ruin the stickiness because it will stick on just like that. It's like Simon Says, you have to click left, right in order to follow Simon Says, but this is not a Simon Says game, unfortunately. Yes, it will be hard trying to put this on, but the Labrie patch is much easier than the other patches, and I will show you guys a little later on in this video. See, I'm having a little difficult time trying to get this because I don't want to mess it up. Boom. Just like that. Now you press down, go around, press the middle. I like to do this so I can make sure it's in there completely. That way it won't fall off. And just like that. I know it looks like it's a little off, but it's okay. It's got that seal. And then you get to go. And then I'll show you guys, and I'm trying to find my binder here, that the reason why the other one is a little difficult, show you one of the Pokemon ones I have, is the back of this one, and this is a regular Dexcom adhesive sticker. On the back, it has 2 segments on the side and then 2 segments on the bottom. And then you try to peel it off and try to stick it without messing up. And you're going to have to kind of level the sensor with the oval shape inside here, because if you put the sensor and it's on top of the Dexcom logo, you have to take it off and it's going to mess up the glue. And that's why you have to be precise on trying to put the patches itself. So that's why this is difficult than the Labrie one. But the Labrie one is pretty easy, and I showed you guys earlier. So I don't have to worry about finding the sticker and the adhesive at the same time. So thumbs up for that. And of course, I'm going to show you guys my Apple Watch one last time in a brief video clip so you guys will see.